So, it's August 30th today, opening day for Idaho Archery Elk, and woke up first light after seeing some bulls. Last night I was going to hike up a ridge and camp on top of it, but I saw 4 decent bulls right where I was going to hike up, and there wasn't really a way to go around them, so I just camped down here. And when I woke up this morning, I didn't hear anything all night, didn't hear anything this morning, but I just did a little bit of glassing at very first light and saw a nice bull, probably 320, 330. He could be a little bit bigger, but either way, he's just a really nice bull. It'd be a perfect bull to go for, but when I went up after him, got most of the way to where he was. I was trying to kind of get on the side of him, and yeah, the wind was just not going to be in my favor, so I just had to back off. So I'm sure, yeah, basically just without him talking, without the wind being in your favor, there's nothing you can do. And that's what I'm seeing so far, is just not a whole lot of rutting activity. So all those bulls, the nice bull, they don't have any cows, so not much you can do if they're not doing anything themselves and the wind's not in your favor. So might try to go up that ridge and get over the top of them midday today when they're all bedded down. I'll just go up some shell or something on the backside, and that way I'm in a better position to maybe ambush one. So that's the update. So not exactly sure what to do for this early season. Seems like the elk in this area, haven't hunted this area before this year, so this is the first year I've hunted it. But from what I'm seeing is there's not a ton of water up high, which is where the elk are. A lot of them go down at night and then they're back up really early in the morning. They're already heading up in dark, so without them talking and without them being callable, it's harder to ambush them when they with them acting like that. So might have to get a little creative, might have to, play a little risky, but either way, just gonna enjoy being out here. And when the odds aren't in your favor, you kind of just have to either pack up and leave and come back later when they're probably going more, or just enjoy camping basically, because and seeing animals obviously is a good thing. But so at least I'm seeing them, just waiting for them to get going so that I can make a play on them, and hopefully we can get one. So this is not well documented on video. However, I say it every year, and every year I mean it. I hate squirrels. I hate them. I hate them chattering when I'm trying to listen to elk. When it's silent, you hear them chattering. And so far this year, I haven't heard any chattering, but, they still found a way to get under my skin. Brand new walking stick. Just got chewed up by a squirrel. Man, I hate squirrels so much. So I just wanted it on the record that I am an avid squirrel hater. I hate them. I think they suck. So nothing good about squirrels. I hate them. Some velvet. Must be getting close to where they are. I already know I'm close myself up here. But I feel like I've got elk kind of all around me, so we'll see what happens. Home sweet home. Got a pretty sweet little setup right now. Might have elk around us in the middle of the night, but we're all set up. I'd say the next, either tonight, tomorrow morning, or the following night, I should have good chances from this location. I think I've got several different patches of elk that I can play with from here. There's some down here. Actually pretty decent bulls. I saw them before I hiked up. And there was a even bigger one lower, just a little bit farther that way. And I'm sure there's elk down here. And I think I just heard a faint bugle over there. They're not doing a whole lot of bugling, not doing a whole lot of talking, so that was actually my first bugle in the last day and a half, so since the season started. So first bugle, awesome camp. Found some velvet that was shed right up here at this little rub. So the elk are close. I hope I can get one. We'll see what happens, but I'm where I want it to be. So now it's just a matter of closing the distance, and if they make a mistake, I just gotta capitalize. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. That was crazy. Oh. I got in position. Oh my gosh, right where I thought I should get last night. I thought this would be the perfect spot. But they haven't docked once. Not a beep. I knew there was a couple good, decent bulls in here. But I haven't heard anything. Oh man, that was intense. I just heard something break, and so I stood up, I got ready. I had been calling this morning, but I hadn't, like I said, I hadn't heard a beep. But I knew this was a good spot, so I just sat here. I was prepared to sit here for a while and just see what happened. And a good bull just came right up. I pulled back when he was right behind these trees, but he stopped there for a while. I thought he was going to bust me. And he gave me a little opening right through those trees. He's a stinking nice bull, very heavy. I hit him good. Should be double long. And he should just be piled up right down there. I think I heard him crash. Oh man, he's such a nice bull. I'm shaking a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. That adrenaline kicked in quick when he stopped, and then I pulled the trigger, and then it was just, man, I can feel it. Oh, I really hope he's just piled up over there, but I'm super confident the shot hit right where I was aiming, just 20 yards. So, yeah, awesome morning. All right, so elk hunting is so crazy because I had a plan for this early season hunt. It's August 31st today? Yeah, it's August 31st today. And obviously early in the season to be hunting elk. And so I had this plan, and first it got delayed because I saw elk, basically on the ridge I needed to go up. Is kind of the only ridge I could go up to get to where I wanted to get, set up camp. So I got delayed from getting where I wanted to, but then I just, the next day, went in, so I was a day late, got up here, and then this is where I wanted to be for, opening morning. I wanted to be sitting right here, wake up, and go down and do what I did this morning, which was get down in there and call in a bull and stick him, and I haven't went and got him yet, but I'm going to go do that. It's just crazy because he didn't bugle once. I haven't heard a bugle in the last 2 days. So I wasn't as confident as I was in my early season plan. It always feels just like in jeopardy, basically. If the elk aren't talking, they don't give you that extra edge. And with elk, you need all the help you can get. So, but I did a sequence of calls. I waited a little bit, did a smaller sequence of calls, and then I just was content to sit there because I knew I had seen elk below me, and I had kind of went around them, and so that I could be, ahead of them in the morning, and just worked. Like I say, it didn't call, didn't talk, and so the only warning I had that it was happening was he broke a branch coming in, and yeah, he came, and then after that he kind of was just charging in because he hadn't heard, the elk talking in a while, and so he was wondering where they went and wanted to find them before they got away. So he came cruising in. I had to pull back when he was super close because it would have been a frontal shot or hard quartering too, which I'm not going to take, is if I'd have pulled back sooner. So I had to wait until he came and was kind of starting to come around me. But at that point, with how quickly he was moving when he was moving, I had to pull back in a small window, and I thought for sure he'd see me pull back, finish my pullback, and then bust, because he's a nice bull. And little bulls might not, they just stand there and look at you, but finish your pullback sometimes. But a big bull, a couple times I've seen it, they just see that and like, yeah, I'll figure out what that was later. I'm just going to get out of here. So luckily he stopped. I looked. I had a window, just a little window, but, there was a tree covering his shoulder, which was okay. You don't want to hit shoulder, but from that, it was like 20 yards from that close. It might have been okay. So put it right behind his shoulder. It's 20 yards. Hit him good. Looks like it's going to be at least one lung, possibly double. Just depends on if he was quartering two a little bit. I mean, he wasn't quartering too hard. It would have been, if anything, it would have been slight. So at the very least, it's one lung and liver, something like that. So I've given him an hour. I'm going to break down my camp. I'm going to take it down to him. I'm going to get to work on deboning him, getting him all packaged, or getting them all ready to take down in chunks. Hopefully I'll have some backup. Text my brother with my inReach, and a couple of them. Hopefully they can all come, but it's going to be warm today, but luckily he's on the cool side, so that's the good news. So we'll just try to get them all down and out, and yeah, I'll have some video from down where I shot, and hopefully video of him piled up. But very optimistic. There's sometimes when you shoot and you're, is the shot good enough? This one is, I feel really good about the shot. It was buried in him, and so yeah, and I saw the arrow, and it's in a good spot. Looks like I say, lung or double lung. So I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to see him up close, hold him, so it can be official, because until you ever cover him, you never know. I've seen elk do some crazy things, so you never know what they're going to do, and so, yep, just breaking down camp, and then I'm going to head down there, and I'll give you another update. Alright, took video right after the shot with my phone, but I'm back to the spot where I shot from. I first heard him down here, and then he came into view. He was kind of just always stopping, looking. You see, there's no clear shots. Now nothing. And he stopped right here. No clear shot, no chance, couldn't pull back yet. His head was looking my direction right there. But then he took another couple steps, stopped. And I almost pulled back right here, but I saw his eye looking right at me, only his eye. His body was still sitting behind this. His eye was right in here. So when he took the next step, he did it pretty quick. I tried pulling back real quick. And he came into this opening. His head was up here. And I had vitals right there. And I took the shot. And he just ran back and then went back the way he came. And I lost sight of him right about there. And he was still kind of heading a wave. And then he started to slow down. I cow called a couple times. And then he started moving again, and then it sounded like a crash. I don't know if that was him just running down the mountain there, or if he was actually falling and he's dead right down there. We're about to go find out. But that was 2 hours ago. I let him sit just because this shot, I wasn't sure if he was quartering two. And any time you take a quartering two shot, even if it looks good, which my shot did, you're better off letting him sit just in case you missed the lung. I think he was broadside, so I think I got double lung. And he's just going to be dead right over there, died right away. But it's just a precaution. Went and took down camp and, texted in with my inReach to get back up on the way. So let's go see if he's over there piled up. Alright, we're like 50 yards in. This is about where I heard him start to go down. That's where I lost sight of him. It's pretty easy to follow. There isn't a lot of blood because the arrow was still in him. And but yeah, he's been pretty easy to follow because they're such fresh and heavy tracks. Here's his tracks right here. Come down heavy, heavy, heavy. I can smell him. I must have been quartering too, because I smell his guts. There he is, piled up. Oh my goodness. Let's see how big he actually is. What the? Oh, dude. Holy smokes. Dude. That's the exit one there. Wait, no, that's the entrance. Oh, dude. He's a 7x7. And he is so stinking big. Dude, he is definitely the king. Finishes a little weak on the one side. But, I mean, he's a 7. That's his 7th. Dude, that is a big, by far my biggest bull. That is a big stinking bull. It's definitely a 360, maybe more. He's basically got double royals right there. Man, that is so big. That is so much mass. Wow. This is going to be a pain, moving that big body. I got guys coming in, but it's going to gut him real quick. I'm going to take him, I'm going to take my camp out and meet them back in my vehicle, and we're just going to cruise back in, debone him. I would debone him all right now, but there's so many flies that the hide will protect the meat from getting eaten by them. So, man, what a big bull. Wow. No words. It worked perfectly. I didn't make a mistake.
he made one. He didn't bust right away when I think he caught the movement of my pullback, but it wasn't like startling. It wasn't a huge movement. But yeah, ultimately, here we go. Here it is, the bull. I'm gonna take some pictures with him. I'm gonna gut him. Like I said, I'm gonna go down, meet up with everyone, lead them back up to this whole stinking steep mountain, and get this guy out of here. Wow.
So after last year, I didn't want to make videoing the kill shot too high a priority, especially when hunting by myself, which I do quite often. I just didn't want it to mess up any chances I'd have on good bulls because I'm focusing too much on video. So I got the video I got, and I'm more than happy with the results this year. So hopefully I can find a way to get more video on camera, but as for now, I'm going to just focus on getting mature animals on the ground any way I can. So.
He was just joking. I know. Doing like that.
Okay. I think you should shoot a bigger one next time, Nick.
Okay. Alright, okay, go. Back up. You're the one who kept walking.
Just back up, it's easy.
Shot himself in the Missouri Breaks Bowl is what he did. Turn off this massive. The spin was quite dangerous.
I was gonna say that was a little risky maybe, but worth the view. Folks, that's how you pack out a bull.
Doesn't get much better than this bull for public land hunting, but there's still more action from the 2019 season, so stay tuned for some more new mountain adventures.